Kiss me.
Captain, satisfied with tonight's sweet time?
Perfect score, but... Wow, what magic did you work on the house while I was flying to London these past few days?
Luke, you finally noticed. Look, I specifically redecorated this apartment according to your habits. I had a custom temperature-controlled cabinet made for your favorite Napa Valley wines. And I also replaced a storage cabinet specifically for the airplane models you've brought me back from all over the world.
You've worked hard, honey.
Hey, we haven't officially taken our vows yet. Don't call me that.
It's only a matter of time. What, I can't call you that? Next week is our 6-year anniversary. How do you want to celebrate? Should I book a Michelin restaurant downtown in advance?
No need. I've prepared a huge surprise for you. You'll find out soon enough.
All right. As you wish. But I need to go take a shower now. Later tonight, you're coming with me to pick up a very, very close friend of mine.
Luke, the anniversary surprise I have for you is taking you to City Hall to sign the papers and become your real captain's wife.
Sarah, I've missed you so much. In the days you were gone, I've become an outstanding captain.
That's wonderful. You became an outstanding captain at such a young age. I'm so proud of you.
Sarah, you're finally back from Europe. We've prepared a little gathering for you today. Will you come?
Next time. I'm tired today and want to rest early.
Samantha,
And who is this? I'm Luke's fiancée.
Girlfriend.
Oh, really? You didn't report such a big thing as getting a girlfriend to your instructor? You used to share everything with me, even changing your cologne.
It's just... I haven't had the chance yet.
We've been together for 6 years, and you still haven't had the chance? We've been together for 6 years, and you didn't have time to tell her? Hello, Luke's little girlfriend. I'm Sarah, his flight instructor from flight school. Little guy?
It's a nickname she gave me back in flight school.
Sorry about that. I've watched him grow as a pilot, so it's a habit. Young girls tend to overthink things. Which international route do you fly?
Samantha works in the tower. She's an air traffic controller.
Oh, ground crew. You always said you wanted to marry a cool girl who could handle a Boeing 777 like me. I thought you'd end up with a female pilot. But being an air traffic controller is fine too. Flying up there is too tired for us. For a girl, a relaxed and safe job like this is suitable being house elf. Why is she so hostile towards me? That ring is quite unique. But Samantha might not be aware, a pilot's hands need to operate precise cockpit instruments. Wearing a ring poses a safety hazard.
Sarah's right. Safety first.
Then Samantha, please help our little guy keep it safe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't hold it steady. But I need to use the restroom first, so you'll have to pick it up yourself, Samantha.
It's fine. Samantha won't mind.
What kind of instructor is she? She has no sense of boundaries.
Sarah has always been this casual and unconstrained. Back in flight school, she took the best care of me. Treated me like her own little brother. Don't be so sensitive, okay?
I need to take this call.
Samantha, Davis, the heir to the Sterling Airline Group, is still waiting for your arranged marriage. Make some time this weekend to have coffee with him.
Mom, I'm about to go register with Luke at City Hall.
How can that poor boy Luke compare to Davis?
That's enough, Mom. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Let's go. We'll take Sarah home first. You know what? When Luke picked up Sarah at the airport today, his eyes lit up. Exactly. Everyone knows how important Sarah is to Luke. After all, Sarah is Luke's unattainable white moonlight.
So the only reason he agreed to my confession back then was because Sarah had left.
Of course. It was to forget Sarah faster. I told you Samantha was just a tool, a substitute to help him forget his ex. She's just an office-bound ATC, while Sarah is our flying goddess. Luke worked his ass off to become an outstanding captain just to prove he was worthy of Sarah. Samantha's a perfect marriage candidate, gentle in nature, but her only flaw is that she's not Sarah. Buddy, even if you can't have Sarah, having Samantha every night in your apartment to ease your loneliness, you're not losing out on this deal.
How ridiculous the me who accompanied him for 6 years was just he used to get over his white reveal. Mom, arrange a meeting for me with Davis tomorrow to discuss the marriage alliance.
Oh my God, thank the Lord! You finally come to your senses. Mom will call the Sterling family right now.
Samantha hasn't come back from the restroom yet. I'll go check. Samantha?
Davis, let's get straight to the point. I just went through a terrible breakup. If you mind that the future lady of the Sterling family still has some emotional baggage that hasn't been cleared away.
You don't remember me?
We've met before?
Looks like she really doesn't remember me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this flight has landed at John F. Kennedy International Airport. Please disembark in an orderly manner. On behalf of the entire crew, thank you for flying with us. We hope to serve you again.
I've been drugged. Help me. Miss Samantha, everyone has a past. I know you need time. Take it slow. I'll wait until you're ready.
6 years of relationship. I'll bury it in these last 6 days. 6 days is all I need. Next Monday, we'll meet at the City Hall.
Deal. As long as you don't change your mind, I'm ready whenever you are. Where have you been? It's so late. I missed you.
Luke, I need to talk to you.
I'll get the door.
Little one?
Sarah, you really came.
Of course. When have I ever broke a promise to you? Look at you, still like a rookie fresh out of flight school.
Your little girlfriend is still staring.
Sarah just transferred back to Seattle. I invited a few colleagues from the squadron to throw her a welcome party at home.
Making your little girlfriend prepare a welcome party for me? She won't be happy about that, will she?
How could that be? Samantha wouldn't mind these things.
Then I'll trouble you, Samantha.
Mike and the others are here. I'll go entertain them. You hurry up and get the snacks and steaks ready in the kitchen. Honey, you don't want me to lose face in front of my keymates, do you? Our Samantha is the most understanding. Hurry up.
And just like that, he half-shoved, half-guided me into the kitchen, making me feel like some pre-planned hostess, while the actual man of the house was out front being welcomed by all the guests.
Hey, Luke, how come you didn't hire a chef in advance for such a big event like Sarah's welcome party? It's just Samantha being inconsiderate and not hosting well enough.
It's fine. Why would I bother with an immature little girl?
Instructor Sarah sure is magnanimous.
Dinner is ready? Guys, come on over. Sit wherever you like. Just make yourselves at home. Samantha, you sit here, closer to the kitchen. It's convenient for you to pour drinks for us. I look at him, hoping he will say a word for me, even just one, but he just smiles, like a bystander who has nothing to do with it. Thanks to my little guy for throwing this party especially for me. Wait. Last week at the hospital checkup, the doctor said you have a stomach ulcer. You can't drink beer. Little guy, why didn't you tell us you have a stomach ulcer earlier? What a shame we can't enjoy ourselves fully today.
It's nothing serious, just a minor issue.
Help.
I just remember there's some trash in the kitchen. I'll go take care of it. Little guy, your little girlfriend seems upset. Aren't you going to comfort her?
It's fine, just a little tantrum. Let's continue.
Things from the past, let them stay in the past.
Samantha, I'd like to invite you to be a special judge for this year's National Pilot Skills Simulation Contest.
Mr. Smith, I haven't been a pilot for a long time.
I know you didn't want to be in the spotlight anymore after you successfully crash-landed that plane as the captain of Courage number, but your skills are still top-notch in the entire country. Do an old man a favor, will you?
All right, sir.
Do you still have your four-striped captain's uniform?
In a relationship full of lies, I almost forgot what it was like to soar through the clouds. Perhaps it's time for me to find my true self again. Hello?
Bitch, when are you gonna pay me back the money you owe me? Bitch, when are you gonna pay me back the money you owe me?
Luke, are you really that useless? You're already down after just a few glasses of bourbon? Exactly, you're such a buzzkill.
I think everyone's had enough to drink for today. I have some personal matters I need to attend to first. Luke is drunk too. How about we call it a night here?
Then let's get out of here too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm sorry. I know you've never made a big scene, but you were still angry with me tonight, weren't you? Sarah, can I call you that? You always thought the age gap was too big, that I was your student and being together would affect your career. But I've grown up now. I'm an FAA certified outstanding captain. I'm good enough for you. I've tried so hard to forget you all these years. I even found a girlfriend who's the complete opposite of you, trying to force myself to move on. But no matter how obedient or sweet she is, the moment I see her face, I can't help but think of you. Sarah.
What are you doing here? So all these 6 years, what I thought was your love for me.
Samantha, you're so beautiful.
So it was all because of this body of mine, borrowing her light, is that it?
Sarah, I don't want to settle for a lifetime with a substitute I don't love. This ring, I originally wanted to buy it for you. Sarah, will you marry me?
Luke, we're breaking up. Luke, we're breaking up.
What's wrong so early in the morning? Sarah, I don't want to settle for a lifetime with a substitute I don't love. This ring, I originally wanted to buy it for you. Sarah, will you marry me?
Don't touch me.
What? A wedding ring? She's trying to pressure me into tying the knot?
Samantha, about getting married. There's no rush, right? I've been pretty busy with the Bureau's assessments lately.
Yes, very busy. Busy rekindling old flames with your instructor, right?
What do you mean by that?
Luke, if it were Sarah pushing you to get married today, would you still use being busy as an excuse?
Don't talk nonsense. Sarah is my senior. You're so full of filthy thoughts. It's so disrespectful.
We've already broken up.
Sarah.
Little one,
Sarah, what's wrong? Where are you?
someone is following me. Can you come pick me up and take me back to the apartment? I'm so scared right now.
Sarah, don't be afraid. Find a crowded place to hide. I'll locate you and come right away.
Since you always put your white moonlight first, then I have no reason to hold on any longer.
My driver's license and social security number. Let's find some time tomorrow to submit the documents for marriage registration first.
Okay.
This is Luke's ID? How did it get in my bag?
Where are my slippers? Were they thrown away?
So much.
I love you too, baby. Back in flight school, whenever you failed a simulator test, you loved to sleep like this, with your head on my lap.
As long as it's you comforting me, it's more effective than any sleeping pill.
Samantha? Since you insist on coming here, let me show you something exciting.
Sarah, can I?
Come here.
Sarah, wait. I'm kind of beat. I need to go splash some water on my face.
Looks like Samantha left her mark on Luke's heart. But how can 6 years of settling compare to the power of the white moonlight?
She's nothing but a cheap stand-in. All I have to do is snap my fingers, and that puppy Luke will come crawling right back.
I'll spend your 27th birthday with you to celebrate you becoming a real captain.
Hello? Okay.
Captain, there's a lady out front who says she's your friend and wants to come in.
Please let her in.
Don't be Sangelis when that LS Liffy's. Waiting get hum and glider.
Happy birthday, kiddo. I kept my promise, didn't I?
What a coincidence.
Sarah, you actually came!
I promised you back in flight school. How could I forget? You are my star pupil.
What is she doing here?
Samantha, what a nice surprise. Why aren't you in your ATC uniform today? Did you fly all the way here to celebrate our kiddo's birthday too? You've got it wrong. I'm heading to Los Angeles for personal business. Don't get me wrong either. I'm here today to keep a promise I made to the kiddo 6 years ago. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You two didn't even know each other back then, right? The kiddo's been looking forward to this day forever. I couldn't let him down. Sir, please return to your seat and don't walk further back.
Sarah! Where the hell do you think you're running off to?
Captain Luke?
There's a physical altercation in first gen in first class involving Sarah.
Calm down, Luke. Leaving the cockpit mid-flight is a serious violation of FAA regulations. Are you really willing to gamble your entire career on this?
She's on this plane to celebrate my birthday. I can't just sit here and do nothing.
Luke! You're insane!
You're coming with me.
Let go of me! Let go!
Sarah, I dropped a ton of cash on you. Not so you could run off with my money and vanish. Did you really think my money was that easy to steal?
You're crazy! We're on a plane!
This isn't the place for you to start trouble!
Luke!
Sarah, are you okay? You scared the hell out of me.
Luke actually broke protocol and left the cockpit for her.
Don't be scared, I'm here.
So this is the little boy toy you ran off to in Seattle? You're not very picky, are you? You'll even take this trash who swindles old men out of their retirement funds?
I won't let you insult Sarah like that!
Luke, stop fighting! Let go! Let go now!
Kid, you're way too naive, aren't you? You really think picking up someone else's leftovers is true love? You think I'll kill you? Who's gonna kill who first? You're dead.
Damn it, this is bad!
Captain Luke, the plane is losing altitude. Mark can't handle it alone.
Keep the passengers calm, I've got this.
Emergency, emergency. Everyone stay calm and put on your oxygen masks.
Got it.
Back here! You ran off with all my money and found yourself a little boyfriend. Fine. If I'm going down, we're all going down together! Then we'll all go down together!
Stay calm! Get down! Brace for impact! Ah! The suitcase!
Sarah!
In a life or death crisis, his first instinct was still to shield his Meave the White Reen Wong. What a life might attain to him nothing to compare to hers.
Little guy, you're the captain. You can't panic right now.
Sarah, thank God you're okay.
Severe deviation in flight angle. Altitude still dropping. Autopilot must have been disengaged long ago. Luke didn't activate the backup procedures before he left his post.
Mark! Mark, open the door! Mark! Samantha, get back to your seat and fasten your seatbelt immediately. You cannot interfere with flight operations. Can't you see the flight crew is incapacitated? Mark isn't flying the plane at all. Contact ATC control tower right now. Request the password to open the cockpit door. Mark! Mark, open the door!
Tower, this is Sterling 6688. Requesting remote assistance to open the cockpit door. The crew is incapacitated and the aircraft is losing altitude.
Hey, wait! Get out of my way! Every second we waste, we drop another 200 feet! If we don't take control now, this plane is going to crash!
How do I know if you can even... This is the airline transport pilot license issued to me by the Federal Aviation Administration. You are a captain! Varnin Statlingo Sheftit. All flight attendants, execute the emergency plan, assist passengers in assuming the brace position.
Mark!
He's fine, still has a pulse. Looks like he tried to take control and got knocked out by the severe turbulence. Help me strap him into the co-pilot seat.
Okay.
Let go!
Flight 73, we have a slight problem.
Samantha?
Let go! Let go! It can't be Samantha. She's just an air traffic controller. It must be Mark flying the plane.
Go to hell!
Left rudder 15 degrees, maintain bank angle.
Samantha? You're in the captain's seat? Your maneuvers? Are you the captain of the Courage flight from back then?
This is not the time for chit-chat, Mark. Assist me.
Yes, Captain. We're safe!
We survived!
Thank God!
We made it. So you really are.
Captain Samantha, thank you. You pulled us back from the brink of death. You saved everyone on this plane. Listen, Carol, the person who operated the plane from the captain's seat today wasn't me. It was First Officer Mark. He took command and flew the plane after the captain abandoned his post. Chief Flight Attendant, it was you who contacted the tower and assisted Mark, leading to the successful emergency landing. Do you understand?
Why? You were the one who saved the day during the Courage flight crash in the Rocky Mountains too. This is so unfair to you.
To involve fewer people. The accident investigation by the NTSB and the FAA will trace every single operational detail. So, the one who saved everyone from the captain's seat today can only be you, First Officer Mark.
Captain Samantha, take care of yourself. Please, take good care.
Freeze! Secure him! Take him away! Let me go! You have no right to arrest me! I want to see my lawyer! You can see your lawyer in jail! Causing trouble on a federal flight! No one can save you now! Let me go! Sarah, you liar! Just you wait! This isn't over! It's First Officer Mark! Thank you! You saved us! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, First Officer Mark.
Sorry, this ambulance is already full. We can only take one more critically injured person. Sweetie, hurry up and let Samantha get on. Don't let me ruin your relationship. For your happiness, I can just never step into a cockpit again.
You get on first. Be careful. Sarah, baby. Samantha, stop making a scene. This is not the time to act like a child. I know you're upset, but wait until Sarah is settled, then we'll talk, okay?
The most brutal way to quit someone isn't white-knuckling through it. It's letting that affection be sliced apart over and over on the blade of a cruel truth.
Samantha is a perfect candidate for marriage, gentle in nature. But her only flaw is that she's not Sarah.
Subjected to a slow, painful death.
Every disappointment was like scraping poison from the bone. When those disappointments piled up enough, they were enough to completely erode every bit of love I'd poured into him over 6 years.
Samantha, why is there so much blood?
I'm fine.
How could you possibly be fine? I'm taking you to the hospital right now.
In the dark, with no light to save me. In the dark, I lost my way.
Today, I finally used up every last bit of strength I had to love you. Luke, I don't want you anymore.
Mr. Sterling, Miss Samantha's wound has been treated. Fortunately, it didn't reach the skull, just a mild concussion. She needs complete rest these few days and must absolutely avoid getting it wet.
Will it scar?
I'll use the best scar removal ointment. Don't worry, there won't be a trace left.
Thank you. Please see the doctor out. Does it still hurt?
It doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you, Davis.
I don't need you to thank me. Samantha, do you know how much I wanted to kill someone when I saw you standing alone in the pouring rain on the LAX tarmac, bleeding? That idiot Luke is not only unfit to be a captain, he's not even fit to be a man.
It's all over. I'm completely done with him.
All right, it's over. From today, Sterling Manor's your home. Get some good rest now. Don't think about anything.
Davis.
I'm here.
Tomorrow, the trip to City Hall as scheduled.
I promise you, this will be the best decision you've ever made in your life.
Captain, according to the black box recording and the chief flight attendant's testimony, during the life or death moment of the sudden altitude drop, you were not only absent from the cockpit, but you were even involved in a physical action with a passenger in first class.
Sir, that was an emergency. Someone in first class was maliciously attacking my former instructor, Miss Sarah. I went out to intervene out of humanity. My primary concern was the passenger's immediate safety. Is it your first day learning the FFEA's sterile cockpit rule? Your duty is to ensure the safety of all 128 passengers on board, not to play the hero, saving a damsel in distress in first class. If it weren't for First Officer Mark stepping up in the crisis and performing an incredibly skillful maneuver to successfully execute an emergency landing, you wouldn't be facing a hearing right now, but federal criminal charges. Sir, please let me explain. No explanation is needed. The FAA and NTSDO have jointly ruled to immediately revoke Captain Williams' pilot license, suspend him from flying indefinitely, and subject him to a comprehensive follow-up investigation.
Effective immediately, you are suspended from all duties.
Suspended.
Captain.
Mark, buddy, I owe you big time this time. If it weren't for your amazing skills saving everyone on board, I'd be completely finished.
Left rudder 15 degrees, maintain bank angle.
If a Luke knew that the who saved his career and the lives of everyone on the plane wasn't me at all, but the air traffic controller ex-girlfriend.
Mark, what are you spacing out for? Anyway, you're the hero of the whole country now.
Captain, do you really know Samantha?
Why are you bringing her up? You've lost far more than you can imagine. Take care of yourself.
It's ridiculous. It's just a suspension for a while, long as Sarah is hope.
Sweetie, how did the hearing go? Did the FAA give you a hard time?
It's fine. Just a routine suspension for a while. As long as you're safe, a little hardship for me is nothing.
It's all my fault. I've dragged you into this. Who knows if that lunatic Paul will come looking for trouble again.
Don't be afraid. The LAPD has him in custody. Just stay here with me during this time. I'll take care of you.
If my mom and Lily find out about the suspension, they'll definitely make a scene. Oh right, that little girl Samantha is the most understanding. If she knew I was suspended, she'd definitely be heartbroken.
The number you have dialed is temporarily unavailable.
She actually blocked me?
What's wrong, kiddo?
It's nothing. Samantha is still sulking about what happened on the plane. Before, if I just ignored her for a couple of days, she'd come back obediently on her own to apologize. This time she's just being more stubborn. Don't worry about it.
Mrs. Sterling, you look absolutely beautiful today.
Thank you, Davis. Thank you for giving me the courage to start over.
No, I should thank you. 6 years ago, you gave me a second life, and today, you've given me a lifelong home. Shall we go in?
Davis, do you take Samantha to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death do you part?
I do.
Samantha, do you take Davis to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death do you part?
Buddy, even if you can't have Sarah, having Samantha every night in your apartment to ease your loneliness, you're not losing out on this deal. Of course, it was to forget Sarah faster. Samantha's a perfect marriage candidate, gentle in nature, but her only flaw is that she's not Sarah.
I do.
Now, the groom may kiss the bride. Samantha, I finally married you today.
Thank you, Davis, for giving me a new beginning.
Samantha, I'm back from Los Angeles. Stop playing around. I know you're home. I've been exhausted dealing with the FAA investigation these past few days. I don't have the energy to coax you. Just make me a steak. Samantha?
She really left?
Hey, kiddo, did you get back to Seattle safely? I'm so scared here in Los Angeles all by myself.
Sarah, I have something going on here. I have to go. No way. 6 years. She loved me so much she wouldn't even raise her voice during an argument. How could she just leave like this? She must be playing some little game, trying to force my hand. Next week is our 6-year anniversary. How do you want to celebrate?
I've prepared a huge surprise for you. You'll find out soon enough.
So today is the anniversary. Ha, a surprise? She just wants to go to City Hall to get married.
Hello, who is this?
Mrs. Carter, it's Luke. Is Samantha throwing a tantrum at home? Please tell her I was delayed by FAA matters.
Luke, you have the nerve to call?
Mrs. Carter, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean? You've been treating our Samantha like a backup, like a maid, for 6 years. Do you really think the world revolves around you?
Mrs. Carter, it's normal for couples to have little spits. I'll make it up to...
We don't need your compensation. Do you think Samantha can't live without you? Let me tell you, just this morning, Samantha already went to the Los Angeles City Hall and got married to Davis, the CEO of Sterling Airlines!
What? What did you just say? Marriage license? With whom?
She is now the legitimate wife of the Sterling family. As for you, Luke, do not ever harass my daughter again.
Luke, we're breaking up. Luke, we're breaking up.
Impossible. She loved me so much. How could she marry someone else? This is absolutely impossible!
Samantha, you crazy woman. To get back at me, you would even dare to joke about marriage?
That air traffic controller couldn't possibly know any group president. She had to save for months just to buy a designer bag. How could she marry into the Sterling family overnight? It's fake. It's all a play she's putting on to force me into marriage.
Samantha! How much longer are you going to keep this up? Hiring actors to fake a marriage, do you really think that will make me give in? Let go of me! Samantha, you come back to Seattle with me right now! Do you have any idea how childish you're being?
Childish? Luke, the childish one is you. We're over. I made that very clear in the rainstorm at the airport.
I don't believe it! We were together for 6 years! How could you just cut it off like that? You must still be angry that I left you for Sarah, right? I'm sorry. I swear I'll never do it again. End this farce. Let's go buy a ring right now.
Luke, do you think that with just a wave of your hand, I have to come back wagging my tail like a dog to grovel at your feet?
I just love you too much. I can't live without you.
Love? Your love means using me as Sarah stand-in? Your love means letting your white moonlock stakes her claim in our wedding room? Your love means at the life or death moments I'm Steven at DeVille, leaving me out for her and throwing the sails at me.
Those were all accidents. But I absolutely refuse to believe you'd marry someone else. You're just an ATC at the tower. Why would a billionaire CEO like him be interested in you? He must be an actor you hired.
Did you just call me an actor?
Aren't you? I know Samantha better than anyone. She could never climb to your social class.
Take a good look. If you don't even trust the FAA's system, you can go check the California marriage registration system. She is not your ex-girlfriend anymore. She is my legal and only wife, Mrs. Sterling.
You really married him? 6 years of feelings and you married a man you've only met a few times in less than a week?
Not a week. Luke, every minute and every second of these 6 years, I was gathering the resolve to leave you. Until you personally shattered my heart into pieces. I could finally walk towards someone truly worthy without any burden.
Captain Luke. Oh, wait. I heard you've been grounded and are under investigation by the FAA. As the CEO of Sterling Airline, I formally notify you that all routes under our group will permanently blacklist you.
No, you can't do this to me!
Throw this gentleman out. If he dares to get within half a step of Mrs. Sterling again, call the police and press charges for harassment immediately. Yes, Mr. Sterling. Lunch? I booked your favorite French restaurant.
Okay. Your love means using me as Sarah stand-in until you personally shattered my heart into pieces, that I could finally walk away without any burden towards someone who truly deserves me.
Samantha, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was really wrong.
Luke, are you crazy? Do you have any idea how long I've been looking for you?
Samantha? You came back? I knew you wouldn't abandon me.
Look clearly! I'm Sarah!
For that air traffic controller, you're willing to throw away your entire career? The hearing isn't even over yet. Instead of trying to pull strings with the FAA higher-ups, you're here getting drunk?
Pull strings? I have nothing left. I lost the one who loved me the most. She married someone else. She's Mrs. Sterling now.
Mrs. Sterling? That top clear aviation dynasty? How is that possible? Look at me, sweetie. You still have me. Even though that woman has climbed to a higher branch, I will never leave you.
You'll never leave me? Then tell me, on that plane, why were you entangled with that Texas tycoon? You really boarded that flight just to celebrate my birthday?
Hi, that was a miss and Ruth. This no-sender thing is getting your job hacked. Tomorrow night, there's a Hong Kong charity gala by the FDL's going to go observation. Boys me will see in Beverly Hills get an altercation. You be showing your case to them.
I'm not going. I'll just be a laughing stock.
You have to go! If your license gets permanently revoked, you'll have no capital left for a comeback. Do you want to just stand by and watch that woman laugh at you from her high perch?
These people are so snobby. Just because you're grounded, they won't even spare a word.
I told you we shouldn't have come.
Oh my god, is that the mysterious new lady of the Sterling family? She's stunning!
I heard she's not just Mrs. Sterling, but also the new largest shareholder of Sterling Airline.
Our Samantha is the most understanding. Hurry up.
What exactly have I lost?
A low-level air traffic controller sitting in a dark room giving orders. How dare she rise from the ashes and become a phoenix? No, I absolutely can let her step on my head.
You know, Luke, if you're gonna mope around all night, you could at least pretend to have fun.
Wow, look who is here! Isn't this Samantha, the most dedicated air traffic controller from our tower?
Do not be in such hurry to leave. What is the Wei-shers now that you are a rich lady you'd even recognize in your former Hong Kongers anymore?
Air traffic controller? Mrs. Sterling used to be ground crew?
Yes, she used to be our Lucas fiancé, but well, it is normal for young people to be ambitious. You're right. To climb up to the Sterling family, she even kicked her boyfriend of 6 years to the curb. Such tactics, even I as an instructor, feel infuriate.
Sarah, stop it.
Why not say more? Samantha, no matter how gorgeously you dress, deep down you are just a ground crew who has never seen the world. Do you understand what real aviation is? Have you ever experienced the feeling of personally piloting a Boeing through the skies at 10,000 meters? Everyone here is an elite in the aviation industry. Do not you feel guilty standing here as an air traffic controller who got ahead by relying on a man? Instructor Sarah, you seem quite confident in your flying skills.
Of course! I am a senior captain certified by the FAA, and you do not even have the qualification to touch the control wheel.
Who says my wife does not have the qualification? Mrs. Sterling is not only qualified, but she also holds the highest level airline transport pilot license in the United States. Moreover, she graduated with top honors as the valedictorian of her flight school.
I can't believe it.
Valedictorian? How is that possible? She never even touched a simulator.
Luke, you were with her for 6 years, and you didn't even know she was the legendary ace pilot from your flight school? You're not just blind in the eyes, you're blind in the heart.
So what if her grades were good? She has no real-world experience.
Who says she has no real-world experience? Just a few days ago, it was Mrs. Sterling who, at an altitude of 10,000 meters, took control of the out-of-control, nearly crashing Sterling Flight 668 and performed an extreme emergency landing.
Samantha? So, it really was you. The captain who saved everyone on the plane that day.
Lies! These are absolute lies! Examiner Smith, did you take money from the Sterling family to help this woman put on a show?
Mrs. Sarah, watch your language. The FAA's accident investigation report is top secret. The data from the black box never lies!
She hasn't even touched a Boeing 77. How could she possibly make an emergency landing with dual engine failure? I don't believe it! She just got lucky and happened to have the autopilot recover!
You're not only insulting my wife, you're insulting every pilot in America.
Instructor Sarah, since you think I rely on luck, how about a match tomorrow at the FAA annual flight simulator competition at the Los Angeles Aviation Training Center? Do you dare to compete with me? You have to admit in front of all the American media that you're a fraud who deceives the world. If you lose, I want you to kneel down in public and apologize for your slander against me and the Sterling family. And get out of the aviation industry forever. Deal.
Samantha, don't be imprudent. Stay away from my wife. Get lost.
See that? This is the skill of a seasoned captain. Samantha, if you admit defeat now, you might still save some face for yourself.
Test subject. Take off in a thunderstorm, encountering a bird strike leading to dual engine failure, severe turbulence. Prepare to begin.
Loss of power in both engines. Cutting fuel, activating auxiliary power unit.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable! That glide path control is pure art!
If only I had tried to understand her earlier. If I had not treated her as a substitute. The one cheering for her here should have been me.
Impossible! The machine must be broken! She cheated! How could she possibly get a 99?
The machine is not broken, because Captain Samantha has the skills to do it.
A few days ago, Flight Sterling 688 was plummeting from 10,000 meters. It was Captain Samantha who stepped up, took over the cockpit, and saved all of us with the same maneuvers. And Samantha's the legendary captain of the Courage flight from before. The legendary captain of the Courage flight is actually her!
Mark, what did you say? Luke, you coward! Where were you during the crash? You were in the cabin protecting this lying woman, even getting yourself hurt. You pushed Samantha down and she hit her head, yet she forced herself to rush into the cockpit and saved your life. You pushed Samantha down and she hit her head, yet she forced herself to rush into the cockpit and saved your life.
Ah! The suitcase!
Sarah!
You got wires going in. You got wires.
Luke, we're breaking up.
Out of your skin.
Mrs. Sarah, your score is 85, while Captain Samantha's is 99. I think it's clear who the real ace is. According to the bet, it's time for you to fulfill your promise.
I won't apologize. You're all ganging up on me. Luke, help me. Get me out of here.
Don't touch me! You liar!
Here's your Sarah. You are suspected of using your pilot identity to commit quad banzing, Denshin fraud, and Poyen fraud. You are got Warzape on arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Bitch, did you think you could hide by running to Seattle? I'm gonna sue you until you rot in jail!
No! I don't want to go to jail! Luke, save me! For the sake of what I taught you, help me get a lawyer!
Help you?
Who's gonna help me? I got grounded because of you. I've become a complete joke. Get out of my sight! Samantha! I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. I was blind. I was deceived by Sarah. I beg you, give me one more sequence, okay? I want to live without you. I would have just gotta used the T-Night. I would have abandoned you to this life and death you made. Renoir, let me own starter. I'll give you all my money. I'll give you my life.
Luke, you don't love me. You just can't stand the woman who always looked up to you, admired you, and gave everything for you suddenly standing at a height you can never reach. You're crying only because you lost your possession, not because you feel sorry for me.
No, that's not true. I do love you.
It's too late. Even if you die in front of me, my heart won't stir a single ripple. Davis, let's go home.
All right, Mrs. Sterling.
Samantha, put a piece of tape here. Yes, you love this photo the most.
Luke, you're back.
Samantha, you came back! You've forgiven me, haven't you?
You were so breathtaking in the simulator today. So stunning that I wanted to hide you away, keep you all to myself where no one else can see you.
When did the all-powerful CEO of Sterling Group get this possessive?
When it comes to you, I've always been selfish.
The vows at City Hall were way too rushed. I owe you a proper proposal and a grand wedding that's ours alone. Samantha, will you do me the honor of letting me be your co-pilot for life?
I do.
It's only for you.
Today, Sterling Airline is not only launching a brand new flagship transoceanic route, but also making a major announcement to the entire nation.
The mysterious captain of the Courage flight who saved 128 lives in the Rocky Mountains 6 years ago has officially joined Sterling Airline and will serve as the captain of this inaugural flight. Let's welcome Captain Samantha Sterling.
Welcome back to the sky that belongs to you, my wife.
Thank you, my dedicated co-pilot.
Mr. Luke, due to your indefinite suspension by the AFA and the massive joint liability claims from Miss Sarah's case, the bank has officially repossessed this apartment as collateral.
You need to vacate the premises immediately. Get about that in the trust notes.
I understand. Wind steady at 7.
Good.
Boarding's in half an hour. Have some tea to soothe your throat. The weather today is absolutely perfect, fit for my queen to survey her airspace.
Mr. Sterling, are you here today as the group president for an inspection or as a family member here to visit?
I'm just a loyal passenger in your first-class cabin, and incidentally, to chase off all the buzzing bees and fluttering butterflies trying to hit on you.
Give me a ticket for Sterling Airlines' inaugural flight to Paris today. I don't care what it costs. I need to be on that plane.
I'm sorry, sir. This inaugural flight, personally piloted by Captain Samantha, sold out a month ago. The only seat left is a last-minute cancellation in the last row of economy, right next to the restroom. And with departure this close, the fare is extremely high.
Charge it. I want that seat.
Transaction declined.
I'm sorry, sir. Your card has insufficient credit.
Use this as collateral. It's real. Please, just let me on that plane. I just need to be close to her. I'm begging you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. I am Captain Samantha, pilot of this flight. We are cruising smoothly at 35,000 feet, with an expected arrival in Paris at 8 a.m. local time. Thank you for choosing Sterling Airline. We wish you a pleasant journey.
Luke, you are back! Luke, will you be my boyfriend?
My Samantha.
Sir, please return to your seat. The area ahead is restricted first class and the cockpit. Economy class passengers are not permitted beyond this point.
Just let me look. I just need to see the cockpit door. I was her fiancé. Please, just let me see her.
Security, please note. There is a passenger in the rear of the economy cabinet who is emotionally unstable and attempting to breach the restricted area. Thank you.
I bought a lot more of your favorite white jokettes.
Thank you for your trouble.
I used to think love was about catering to someone else's preferences, buying the white gaking he loved. But true love is someone who flies halfway across the world just to bring you your favorite purple tulips.
Samantha! Samantha, look at me! Samantha, look back at me! I'm begging you, can we go back to how we were? I'll never fly again. I'll cook for you every single day. I'll take care of you. Just please look at me one more time.
What we had is like shattered glass. Even if you glue it back together, it's full of cracks, and it'll cut your hand if you so much as touch it. Luke, cling to your trash and live out the rest of your sad, pathetic life.
Don't let him dirty my wife's eyes. Throw him out. I have imagined what you would look like in a wedding dress 1,000,000 times, but my pathetic imagination could not even come close to a fraction of how beautiful you are.
Not this one a little too extravagant?
Not at all. The Sterling family wedding of the century has to be worthy of the most extraordinary woman in the world. I want the whole world to know that you are mine.
Saturn and Mrs. Sterling are such a perfect match. Your wedding is going to be the biggest event in the entire U.S. this year.
The way she looks in that wedding dress, that was supposed to be for me. That wedding is mine. It is mine!
If I am stuck in hell, then neither of you get to have your perfect wedding in heaven. Samantha, you can only be mine. Even if you die, you will die in my arms.
Samantha, now that you're married, you won't be upset if Luke and I get married, right? It's none of my business.
Samantha really doesn't care about me at all anymore.
Then you have to come to our wedding.
Sarah! Why didn't you invite your ex-husbands to your little wedding?
Sarah, we came all this way to bring you a big wedding gift. To wish you a happy marriage.
You again? Get out! This is a private event. Private event? Let me tell you, I'm her man. And these gentlemen here, they're all her ex-husbands. You came to see how this old whore's roped in another sucker like you today.
These are marriage certificates from Singapore, Myanmar, Malaysia, and bank transfer records, $50 million US. These are marriage certificates from Singapore, Myanmar, and Malaysia, and bank transfer records, $50 million US. It wasn't me.
This bitch. She married me under a fake name. Said she'd spend her golden years with me. I fell for every sweet word she said. Then the second the money hit her account, she vanished.
This isn't the first time she's pulled this crap. These gentlemen here, she bled every last cent of their retirement funds dry too.
Luke, it's all fake. Don't believe him. He's just a lunatic.
It's really Sarah in these photos.
Sarah's nothing but a plaything for old men overseas. Only you treat her like some kind of treasure.
Luke, calm down.
You think you can run, bitch? Block the door. Won't let her get away. You dare call the cops, you bitch? Nobody move! Get back! Everyone stay put!
Luke, you listen to me. you'd better hand Sarah over to me nice and easy, or else I'll make you watch as me and these guys have some fun with your little girlfriend right in front of you.
Let me go!
Perfect. Since that bitch Sarah still won't come out, we'll take your little girlfriend as payment. Let the brothers have a taste of something fresh.
No, don't hurt her!
Sweetie, you can't hand me over. If they take me, they'll torture me to death.
Since you're Sarah's current boyfriend, it's only right that you pay her debts. This chick is way prettier than Sarah was back in the day. Take her. We'll discuss the debt repayment slowly.
Luke, are you even a man? Save her now!
I'm not Sarah, so don't do anything stupid. This is Beverly Hills. Are you really not afraid of federal prison?
Prison? That bitch Sarah stole my entire pension and trust fund. You think I'm afraid of prison?
Let go! Let go of me!
Stop!
Samantha!
Let me go!
Let's move.
Who the hell are you?
It hurts! My hand!
Samantha, are you okay? Did he hurt you anywhere?
I'm fine.
Isn't that Mr. Davis, the CEO of Sterling Airline Group?
Samantha actually knows Mr. Sterling? Samantha, was it you who called Mr. Davis here?
Cuff all these men for the armed hostage situation. Take them away!
Wait a moment. It's not just these men who need to be taken away. There's also this Miss Sarah. She's the mastermind behind this entire hostage fiasco. She's wanted for multiple counts of cross-border marriage fraud. My legal team and assistant will hand over the full FBI investigation files to the police momentarily.
You're talking nonsense!
Sarah? Fraud?
Luke, you can't believe his lies. This was all Samantha's doing. She set this whole thing up to get revenge on me, to ruin me, to ruin both of us!
Boss, the documents you requested.
Sarah, 5 years ago, the front page of the European Times reported a vicious marriage fraud case. The headline read, Chinese tycoon's newlywed wife vanishes with millions in trust fund after 3 months. Mysterious bride snuggled in the victim's arms. Should I bring in a forensic facial analyst to ID her?
Impossible, that guy's right. It's not me. It's not me at all.
What's even more ironic is that after vanishing with the money, she tried to weasel her way into the Sterling family, to my father. But when she found the Sterling family's background checks were too tight to crack, she settled for the next best thing, a Captain Luke who's easy to manipulate and deceive.
After all, toying with a little boy who's worshipped you like a god since he was a kid is a lot easier than going up against the Sterling family, isn't it?
Little one, it's not like that. Please listen to me. I really love you, little one. That's all just my shameful past. You're all I have now.
Miss Sarah, based on the concrete evidence by Mr. Stealing, you are under arrest for trust fraud and marriage fraud. You have the right to remain silent. You will come with us now.
Officer, listen to me. I'm being framed. Little one, save me. Help me get a lawyer. They're framing me.
Davis, let's go.
All right.
Samantha, what exactly is going on between you and Mr. Sterling?
Let me reintroduce myself. I am Samantha's lawful husband.
Husband? Impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Brother, stop lying to yourself. Samantha and Mr. Davis already have their marriage license. They're about to have a formal grand wedding ceremony.
Samantha, did the Sterling family force you into this marriage? Tell me, did your mother force you?
Of course not. Davis gave me the respect and care I always deserved. We got married of our own free will. So today, in front of my husband, I'm going to remind you one last time, Luke, we were over a long time ago.
Why? Didn't you always want to go to City Hall with me to get married? On our 6th anniversary, didn't you even prepare a surprise for us to get our license?
I did give you a chance.
But what did you do, Luke? I heard everything. All your kindness to me wasn't out of love. It was because you were using me as a tool to get over your white moon.
For 6 years,
You kept me in the dark like a fool!
If you're so obsessed with Sarah, why have you been with Samantha for 6 years?
Of course. It was to forget Sarah faster.
You kept saying I didn't need sung about in a shore, the always be ever hides it. That's because you were afraid I would turn emissions that in some time you're souling it, oh yes! You said you were mentor and apprentice, family, and told me not to overthink it. Do you even believe that garbage yourself? You used that self-righteous family lie to cover up your filthy, selfish desires. You should even indulged your white mood long. Let her time him again with that percentage sentence to disgust and provoke me. I don't admit you really played the well for those 6 years. So well that I thought you truly loved me, Ginger want to marry me. But when I towards you so much of expectation, you wavered, you drowning me in resentment, heartache, and pain.
No, Samantha. Listen to me. Let me explain.
No matter what you say now, I don't care anymore. I'm looking forward to my future married life. And I think you musty as forward-looking, painting your long-cheered in prison white Yuguan.
No! Samantha! The cancel registration appointment was a fake! What? I just want to take a domble. I want a downing tong in you. I want to come a bag with me.
Sarah, do you think that so-called arranged marriage partner of Samantha's will really accompany her tomorrow?
Kid, don't be fooled by her. Young girls have strong self-esteems, and you refuse to go to the city hall to get the license, she must be resentful. I understand these little girls' minds the best. They say they don't love you anymore, but in their hearts they care more than anyone. She just wants to use this childish method of fabricating a rich husband to provoke you, so you'll hurry up and coax her into getting the license.
But I'm really afraid of losing Samantha.
Do you want to take a gamble? Test how much she really loves you?
I don't know.
You're always so selfish. Even your way of trying to win me back is built on deceiving and hurting me. You've never once truly considered my feelings.
But I don't care anymore. I'm just grateful I saw through your hypocrisy completely before I walked down that aisle and said my vows.
Honey, let's go home.
Before we leave, I'm officially notifying you. Luke, you're fired.
Mr. Sterling, aren't you afraid people will say you're abusing your power for personal revenge?
When Flight 6688 encountered a sudden emergency, you abandoned the cockpit, endangering over 100 lives. Your professional ethics and moral bottom line make you completely unfit to be a commercial captain. Besides, what if I am abusing my power for personal revenge? The entire Sterling Airway is mine. To ruin you, all I need is one word.
Luke, let's never see each other again. Davis, I'm sorry about tonight. For dragging you into such an unpleasant mess.
Samantha, promise me you'll never say I'm sorry to me again. Being there for you when you need me isn't a burden, it's my privilege. They don't beaten I craned, it's my privilege. And besides, they're the ones who should be apologizing to you. I swear I will never let anyone hurt or bully you ever again. Samantha, I know our start wasn't perfect. When you agreed to get the marriage license with me, you just walked out of 6 years of heartbreak. I'll admit it, I took advantage of your vulnerability back then.
That's not true.
Before you, I never really understood what true love was. But after meeting you, it hit me. Seeing you sad makes my heart ache so bad I can't breathe. Seeing you hurt and bleeding, I hated myself for not being the first to shield you. Every time I see a plane in the sky, I can't help but think, what if it were you in the cockpit? You'd be smiling so bright it outshined the sun. This might just be what love is. If it were you in the cockpit, you'd be smiling so bright it outshined the sun. I think this might just be what love is.
Look over there.
Samantha Sterling.
The reason I was half an hour late was to sign off on this wedding gift for you. I know how deeply you love the sky. It's not just this plane.
I've already secured all the FDA route approvals and a top-tier ACT team for you. From now on, we can fly together anywhere in the world you want to go. This isn't just a wedding gift. It's a brand new beginning for you.
So, Samantha, are you willing to truly, genuinely give us a real shot?
Silly, didn't we already get our marriage license at City Hall?
What I mean is...
I know exactly what you mean. After that terrible relationship, I'd completely given up on love. But after marrying you, I realized marriage can actually be better than dating. You know, when I come home late at night.
I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel.
Oh, you leave a light on for me.
Maybe we run so fast, maybe we got
You think of me every second. Remember all my little preferences. You respect my dreams and ambitions. You stand unshakably by my side, and you even honor the pride and self-respect in my heart. So what I'm saying is, in here, I've really married you.
Don't be shy, take control of me. Get the vibe, it's gonna be lit tonight. No lie.
Little one.
What the hell are you doing here?
Little one, I missed you. I came straight to find you the second I made bail.
Get out. I don't want to see you.
I really wanted to help you. I just never thought things would blow up like this. Don't hate me for this.
Sarah, cut the crap with that fake innocent act. Ever since we were kids, you've used that same act to play me for a fool over and over. The international fraud evidence at the precinct, everything Davis said. How much longer are you going to keep lying to me?
Little one, how could I lie to you? If that evidence was really ironclad, how would I have made bail? I know you don't want to listen to me right now. You think I'm lying. But have you ever stopped to think? Was Samantha really that innocent, that perfect?
What are you trying to say?
To her, what you two had was nothing but trash she could throw away whenever she wanted. She turned around and threw herself at Davis, the heir to the Sterling aviation empire, used marriage as a stepping stone. Now she's back in the sky, more famous than ever. She's forgotten all about you. You're the only one still stupidly waiting for a woman who's not worth a damn. Little guy, my heart aches for you.
Get out! Don't you fucking touch me. She's not worth it. So you think a fraudist like you played out for marriage scams in Europe is worth it? I was blind. I shouldn't have lost Samantha for someone like you. Do you really think I don't know about the filthy things you did abroad?
Little guy, I already explained all of this to you. If I really did all those things, how would I be out right now?
Sarah, do you really think I'm legally illiterate? That's a cross-borning federal ace. It takes extradition and prosecute approvals. I'm not that hang on your every word anymore.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have hurt Samantha for you.
If it weren't for you, I could have won her back that day at City Hall!
Luke, so you finally regret it now?
I've regretted it for a long time. If you hadn't come back to the country, Samantha and I would have been married years ago.
Blame me? Luke, don't act like I don't know about all the sick little fantasies you've had since we were kids. You really gonna dump all the blame on me? Who became a pilot just to follow in my footsteps? Who cried and begged me like a dog not to leave when I first came back to Seattle? Who stood up at that banquet and told everyone Samantha was just a tool to help him forget me? You have the nerve to say you love Samantha now? If you really loved her, why would you have let the plane go out of control? If you really loved her, why would you have let the plane go out of control?
Sarah! No, that's not true!
Admit it! Loving me is an instinct carved into your bones since you were a kid.
It's just that now, you think I'm no longer that perfect instructor you looked up to growing up. And Samantha? She's got the Sterling family name now. She's the legendary captain the whole country admires.
I don't.
Luke, all you've ever loved is the halo you can never have. Samantha was right. You're nothing but a selfish, cowardly hypocrite.
You're lying! I'm not! I'm not!
Samantha's already married, and the man she married is your boss. You two will never have a chance again. Now, I'm the only one who'll have you, little one.
Shut up! Get out!
Luke! How dare you hit me!
Just leave. I don't want to see you.
Luke, please don't do this. I'm begging you. I have nowhere else to go. Paul and the others won't let me off the hook. Please, for the sake of our past, don't kick me out, Luke.
Our past? After all the disgusting things you did to Samantha, there's nothing left between us. Get out, or I won't hesitate to call the LAPD right now and have them drag you out.
Luke, I'm begging you. Don't throw me out, Luke.
Luke, you finally noticed. Look, I specifically redecorated this apartment according to your habits. I had a custom temperature-controlled cabinet made for your favorite Napa Valley wines. And I also replaced a storage cabinet specifically for the airplane models you've brought me back from all over the world.
Samantha, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I was wrong. Please come back. Samantha! You're back! I know I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. I shouldn't have used you as a tool to forget Sarah. I shouldn't have wavered between her and you, and I never should have betrayed your trust over and over again. Samantha, I miss you so much. I really miss you so much. Without you, this place is empty and terrifying. Please, please come home, okay? Let's get married. I know I was wrong. Let's go to City Hall and get our marriage license, okay? Me and Sarah, I'll never talk to her again. I cut her off for good. She'll never come between us again. I'm begging you, just forgive me this once, okay? Just once! Samantha! Samantha!
Luke.
Leslie. Samantha. Is she really married?
Yes. They're perfect for each other. Davis treats her really well.
Lily, did I really mess up this bad?
What's the point of asking that now? Samantha's heart was no longer yours the second you hurt her over and over for that Conaster. She's not clinging to you anymore. Marrying Davis was her way of letting go.
She's found someone who truly cherishes her now. Shouldn't we be happy for her?
Happy? I should be happy.
Luke, let it go. Let her go and let yourself go too. She's not coming back. Little one! Little one, let's talk.
Mrs. Sarah, please address me as Mr. Luke. There's nothing to discuss between us. Step aside.
Little one! Luke, I know you hate me, but after everything—
We are over. Your deception, exploitation, and sowing discord, every single one of those things disgust me beyond measure. Get out of my sight right now and don't bother me again. Otherwise, I'll immediately file for a restraining order and sue you for harassment.
Little one, open the door! Little one! Shit! Fuck!
I'm sorry, Miss Sarah. Your age and background check results do not meet our hiring requirements for the front desk supervisor position.
Be careful with that. It's a custom luxury piece. Don't damage the frame.
Why is the manager so on edge about this? You haven't heard? Next Saturday, the CEO of Sterling Handsy Twin, Davis Sterling, and having his Century Hall on our Jody and the Celestial Dome win. This is our biggest VIP client of the year.
Samantha, just you wait.
Mrs. Sterling, Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis hasn't arrived yet, and his phone is going straight to voicemail. The ceremony is about to start, and all the guests in the Celestial Hall are waiting. What should we do?
Let's wait a little longer. He might have been held up on the way.
Samantha, don't worry. Davis probably just got held up with urgent group business. He cares about you so much, he wouldn't—
I know. He will definitely come.
What's going on? Where's the groom?
It's already past the start time. Do you think the Sterling family changed their mind?
Poor Samantha. Last time, right before they were supposed to go to City Hall for the marriage license, Luke broke her heart.
And now this.
You never really know someone. Judging by the bride's face, it doesn't look like she's gonna wait for him.
Captain Luke still has the nerve to show up here?
Samantha, if he lets you down today, could you give me another chance?
Oh my god, this is insane!
Luke, whether Davis comes or not, we are over. I'm standing here in my wedding dress waiting for my groom, Davis Sterling.
Samantha, I know you still love me, don't you?
It gets even crazier!
Seeing you like this, you might as well do as I wish.
Wow, who is that woman? How could Mr. Sterling be messing around with some old hag like her?
No wonder Mr. Sterling is so late. He's cheating in a guest room upstairs.
The bride is so pitiful. This is the second time her wedding's been ruined right before it starts.
Don't hold back, Davis. I know you're suffering now.
Samantha. That bitch again! What kind of spell has she cast on you all? Why are you all so obsessed? If I can't have it, Samantha won't get it either! You don't deserve her! I am Samantha!
You're not Samantha! Samantha! Get off me! Samantha's still waiting for me!
Samantha loved Luke for 6 whole years! The one she wanted to marry was Luke, not you! You're just a tool for her to get revenge on Luke and forget him!
You actually dared to drug me? The relationship between Samantha and I isn't something you can undermine with just a few words. Get lost!
Oh my god! This wicked woman is the international fraudster from that marriage scam news in the Times.
These veteran con arts are the worst! Call the cops! Lock her up for life!
I have to get out of here. Samantha's waiting for me.
Davis! Davis, wait for me! You have to wait for me!
Oh my god, love possesses such incredible power!
Luke! Save me, Luke! Little one!
Look! Mrs. Sterling ran out in her wedding dress!
Just a vulture, it's just high tendo. For years, I was belittled, used, and betrayed in the name of love.
It trapped me in an endless cycle of trying to prove my worth. But you made me understand that true love is running towards each other. It's trust. It's choosing each other without hesitation every single time.
Look over there.
Samantha Sterling. So Davis, wait for me. This time, it's my turn to run to you.
Samantha, everyone says you're the lucky one for meeting me. But the lucky one is me.
Because 6 years ago, the first time I saw you on that plane, I already fell in love with you.
Luke, I like you. Will you be my boyfriend?
Fortunately, fate took pity on me and gave me a second chance.
Our Davis is perfect in every way, except he's been missing a lady of the house all these years.
Don't even mention it. Our Samantha just won't listen to me, insisting on being with that poor boy Luke. If only our two families could become in-laws.
It would be wonderful if our two families could become in-laws. I think Auntie is right. An alliance between our two families is more than perfect. Oh, has our boy finally come to his senses?
Marrying you, the woman who shines bright at 35,000 miles, who loves fearlessly and with everything she has, is the greatest luck I could ever have wished for in this lifetime. Samantha, don't be afraid. I'll fight with everything I have to get to you.
I died every day.
I found you!
Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
Davis, how are you? Is the wound deep?
I'm fine. Seeing you makes all the pain go away.
Mr. Sterling, please let me examine you. The drug you were given was in a high dosage, and combined with your blood loss, you need to get into bed and rest immediately. We should really take you to the emergency room.
No. I'm going to finish our wedding.
Davis.
Trust me, Samantha. I know my body. I can't let our wedding have a single regret.
Okay. We'll do this together.
Okay.
I once heard that every loss happens to make way for someone better who is waiting for you. I let myself grieve, and I also let myself run boldly towards true happiness.
Why are you crying?
Honey, my arm hurts so bad. I did not feel a thing when I was breaking down the door, but now it's killing me. And that drug they gave me, my head is spinning so bad.
Shh, it is okay. I know it hurts. You have been through so much today. But you know what? You were my absolute hero today.
What did you just call me?
I said, darling, you are the best.
Easy, Leo. We're gonna see Mommy really soon.
Okay.
Leo.
Mommy!
Sweetie, did you miss Mommy?
Welcome home, my captain wife.
Come on, let Daddy carry you.